Joining on Zoom, please use the raise hand function for questions. We will address questions in the room first and take questions from Zoom if time permits. Now joining us are members of the Oklahoma Sooners, head coach Skip Johnson, student athletes Jackson Willits and Trey Gamble. Coach, we'll start with an opening statement from you before opening up the questions for the student athletes.
Yeah, just really thankful for being here. Persevered through a lot this year. We played really good early in the year and went through some adversity throughout the year. At times played really good in the Southeastern Conference. The conference is really a tough league, and just prepared ourselves and went into a tough regional. Played really good in a tough regional. Went in to play a good Kansas baseball team and played really good there. And just getting ready to play in Omaha, and we're really thankful for being here and grateful.
We'll open it up to questions for the student athletes.
Gentlemen, Joe Gaither, BamaCentral.com. I'm wondering for each of you what you remember about the series in April against Alabama and how you have seen them progress through the year.
Trey, if you want to start with that one.
They're a good team, and obviously they took the series against us at home. I remember they got great pitching staff that locates and can really be crafty. I also know that they got some power on the offense. We're going to have to be ready to come and beat them.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely a good team, as is everybody that we played in our conference, and I feel like we believe that we're a good team, and we know that if we go out there and handle what we can control, we're going to be right where we want to be at the end of the day. So I feel like we haven't really focused as much on them as we're focused on controlling what we can control and winning that first pitch and then winning every pitch after that.
Noah Binick, 11.7. Question for Jackson. Father's Day always revolves around the College World Series, and it's a little bit of a family business over there at Oklahoma Baseball. What's it like coming to Omaha with your pops and actually playing in the CWS this year?
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty awesome to see for him to be on the staff and then him to be able to help me both as a father and as a coach, and to be able to have my back and help me in all the ways he's helped me along with all the other coaches. I feel like it's pretty big, and it's something I don't take for granted.
Davis Cordova, Norman Transcript. Trey, I believe you've gotten a hit in every postseason game. Just how have you seen the offensive explosion become infectious throughout the entire lineup?
It's been pretty fun. Having the whole offense click is obviously huge for us, but to be a part of it is something special. Not just me, but this guy next to me. We've had the talent all year to be able to do what we're doing. Sometimes it didn't click, like Skip said. We're just excited and ready to go that it's clicking now in such a big moment.
Hey guys, John Hoover, Sooners on SI. Wanted to ask you about your 2 years in the SEC and what you knew about the SEC before you got in it last season, and kind of how it's different or better than, or how challenging it is, that whole scenario.
Trey, if you want to start with this one again.
I love the SEC. It prepares us for moments like this, and you don't get any breaks. Similar to a regional, a super regional. Every week you got to be ready to go. And so I think that for us has been fun because we're competitors. And then as a baseball team, it's helped us grow and prepared us for the College World Series.
Yeah, I mean, I was able to see both the Big 12 my freshman year and then the SEC the last 2 seasons, and I feel like the SEC is really tough, and it prepares you in a way that whether it's Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, you're facing the same quality of arms as anywhere. Like, you're facing the best arms from anywhere in the country, Friday, Saturday through Sunday, and I feel like sometimes in maybe some of the other conferences, you face a really good Friday guy, really good Saturday guy, and Sunday it's maybe a little bit of a fall off, and I feel like you don't see that a lot in our conference. So you got to be buttoned up, and you got to be ready to go every day of the year, whether it's a Friday in February or a Sunday in June. So I feel like kind of having that consistency and being able to control what we can control throughout the whole season and stay consistent is really big.
Noah Binick, 11.7. Question for both of you. You can answer. I believe of the 8 teams in the College World Series this year, you guys were the only ones to bus to Omaha. If the team can do it, why can't the fans? Can you guys give a little bit of a statement on to Sooner faithful to show up for the College World Series this year? What would you guys have to say to them?
Our fans have been great all year. We love them. My parents go to every game or everyone that they can, and they've been able to mingle with all these great people. And we'd love to see their support. Obviously, people have lives, and maybe just be able to turn on the TV. But any way you can support the Sooners, we'd happily welcome you.
Yeah, I will say it was a little easier for us because we were already in Lawrence, but if they could make I think it's 8 or 9 hour drive up from Norman, it would be huge to have their support behind us and to be able to play in front of Sooner Nation and pack the field out there. I feel like it would be big for us and it would help get the momentum on our side.
Noah Bieniek, 11.7 also for both of you guys. What was the experience like, taking in I think it was a picture posted at practice of the Kansas City Royals, but did you watch the game? What was it like meeting Bobby White Jr.?
Bobby was really nice, and which is really cool because he's a big player, and he's making a lot of money, and he doesn't have to go out of his way to do that for us. Obviously, he's connected to the program. Even though he didn't come here, he got drafted out of high school. It was really cool to go catch a game, see what it's like at that level, and in person was really nice.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty awesome for him to come up. He shook everybody's hand, whether it was support staff, players, coaches, chopped it up with us for a few minutes, had a good time, and I feel like he really went out of his way to make us feel comfortable and included.
Any more questions for the student athletes? Jackson, Trey, thanks for your time. We'll see you on Saturday.
Thank you.
Cal, okay, we will now open it up to questions for Coach Johnson.
Mark Erland, just baseball media. Coach, there's no doubt that you guys are playing your best baseball right now at this point in the season. Was there a turning point or anything, one individual event like you could point to and be like, hey, this is where we kind of turned and started playing our best baseball?
Well, we played really good early, and I think the biggest thing that helped us is when we came from behind against Georgia Tech, and I can kind of play it in my mind, and we get done and we win the game, and I talked to the team, and Gamble says, hey, can I talk to him? I said, sure. And so he tells them, hey, we're going to get hit in the mouth tomorrow. We're going to go through some of the adversities. And I think that kind of made a lot of those guys comfortable, made the pitchers comfortable, it made the team comfortable. Like, hey, we just got through coming from behind, and we got hit hard. And I think it freed them up, and they just started believing in each other, even the guys that were on the bench. And what I mean by that is when we start the first game of the year, everybody's happy because everybody's getting to play inter-squad, right? And then you start making lineups, and the guys are not getting to play. They get kind of disgruntled. We're trying to teach them to be selfless people in a world that's really a selfish world. And so they became really selfless, and they didn't care who got the credit. They just went out and played for each other. That's probably been the coolest thing that I've seen. You know, we've seen Taki hit a home run. We've seen Cord Rager throw good. We've seen Dayton LaChance hit a home run. But when they pick each other up, it's like they mean it. And you can feel it. Like when you're sitting in a church and you can hear a preacher preach and you can feel it. You can feel it. They really care that much about each other. And that's probably the coolest thing for me. Wins are wins and losses are losses. But when those kids start pulling for each other like that, when in a world that it's really selfish, it's pretty fun to watch.
Take one from the back.
Coach Joe Gaither, BamaCentral.com. What were your key takeaways from the series in April against the Crimson Tide, and how have you seen both programs really progress in the last month and change?
I really hadn't watched them the last month. I've been trying to deal with other teams week to week, but they're really good, well coached. We've got a really good pitching staff, really good Friday night starter, one of the best shortstops in the country, an older team. I mean, they have. I think the right fielder is also a catcher. He's a big time hitter. I mean, they're really good, and looking forward to the opportunity to go out and play against them on Saturday. I mean, it's an opportunity. There's no doubt about that. They're good, and I think we've been really good, and I think these guys are starting to. They thought they were good. Now they're starting to believe that they're good.
Hey, Skip. John Hoover at Sooners on SI. Same question for you that I asked the players about being in the SEC. Last time you were here, you were the Big 12 champs and made it all the way to the finals. Just what have you learned in 2 years about the SEC that maybe you didn't know, being in it and being the grind every weekend? What have you learned about the SEC?
Well, I've always said this. It's like a football atmosphere in a baseball arena. I mean, what the kids go through emotionally, as soon as they walk in, it's packed, and their adrenaline gets so high, and you've really got to practice it. You really got to practice those things and really focus on, like Jack, trying to control the controllables. One pitch at a time, it's really big. And I think that's been the biggest difference for me is seeing the environments and I think the SEC is the best conference in the country. You can see it from week in and week out, whether it's coming out of the bullpen, whether it's the starting pitchers, whether it's going through a lineup. The fan base is incredible. Our fans base has been incredible all year long for us too. So we're excited to be in the SEC, and we know that's helped our baseball team and it's helped our baseball players.
My follow-up to that is how you've kind of evolved the program since 2022 with commitments from boosters and construction and renovations and stuff going on in the outfield wall and stuff like that. It just looks like a different program since you guys joined the SEC.
Well, I think the biggest thing for us is we were going to build a field all along. There's no doubt about that. And moving to the SEC is every field and every facility is really nice. And I can't thank the Kimry family enough for what they've done. It's transformational in our program. And so OU cares about baseball. Joe C. cared about baseball. We had just hired Roger Denny as our new AD. Unbelievable. I mean, he's been around. The things that you talk and the communication that you have with him is incredible. And we're excited for the future of Oklahoma baseball. I didn't come to the University of Oklahoma to leave a job vacancy. I came here to leave a mark on a program and to carry on the tradition that Enos Seymour left, and Larry Koshel, and all the great players that played there, and so I'm excited to do that. And OU baseball will be there long after I'm gone, for sure.
Yes, Davis Cordova, Norman Transcript. Just kind of along those lines, back here after 2022, just were there things you learned 4 years ago that you can apply to, getting to that mountaintop this year?
Well, I mean, it's I don't know how much you learn from it. I mean, they're a totally different team. I think the team that gets the most comfortable early and understand it's about details, it's about execution of your plan, and they're comfortable doing that, they'll play good. If they're not, they won't play good. You won't be here for very long. So it's those guys that do that and those teams that do that. Every team here is really good, and they've been through some adversity through the year, and they've been really good, and they're really talented. Some have more talent than others on paper, but it's not about the talent. It's about executing an imperfect game, trying to make it perfect, trying to catch and making every play, throwing strike one, moving guys over, scoring more runs the other team, situational hitting, getting a big hit, taking the momentum from the other team. All those little bitty things that happen within the game matter a lot. I mean, here it's magnified, and you should be able to practice that too.
Noah Binnick, 11.7. Coach, your pitching staff's always just ooze talent. The regional weekend, you started 3 freshmen in your first 3 games. Can you talk about the progression you've seen from those guys, the development that has been within your program the last couple of years, and then just Cord Raker, outstanding performance in the super regional in game 1 there?
Yeah, I mean, as we started the year, we lose 3 starting pitchers. We go into it, and we always start feeling sorry for ourselves. Man, we just lost another 3 starters to the draft, and Coach Butler, our recruiting coordinator, did a great job of trying to put a staff together, and we start trying to teach them the process of how we teach pitching, throwing strike one, being in control of yourself, and it's evolved. Cam Johnson was really good early, kind of struggled late. You watch our freshman class, I've said it from the very beginning. It's probably one of the best classes I've been around. I can think of some other class that I had at the University of Texas that was really good, and then watching Cord Rager and Xander Mercurius and Nick. I always say his name wrong, Wiskowski, and he always says like he don't even know my name, but it's kind of funny. But and then we have Smith. I mean, it's he struggled all year long. He had a stress reaction. Now he's back, which is really good to see. We're not afraid to put him out there. I mean, that's the biggest thing is our players have confidence in them because they faced them in the fall and they knew how good they were. And going into it, Xander had been thrown out of the bullpen. What Xander did the other day, people don't look at him. He threw 3 really good innings. I mean, it's pouring down rain. The NCAA don't know what we're going to do. We stay there till 11:30 at night, because we don't know if we're going to play or not. We're trying to figure that out. We can't figure it out, and we go home. And him to throw that inning when he came back was really big. Because it settled us down as a team. And got some more big hits, and we're here today. But we're not afraid. I don't consider those guys freshmen anymore. They've been through the gauntlet of the season, and now it's just kind of stay out of the way, make sure they understand what their routines are, take it one pitch at a time, try not to get too emotional, throw it down the middle of the plate. Maybe they hit it at somebody.
Michael Stamps, Bama Central. I'm curious, when you reflect on the last month or so over SEC play leading into the postseason, just where do you think your team's grown the most up until this point?
Probably they've grown the most being selfless, helping each other. That's what I said earlier. I think that's where they've grown the most. I mean, they've played really good baseball. We finally played. We pitched, we hit, played defense the other day. We haven't done that besides the first weekend. We played really good the first weekend. Well, I was kind of worried about it a little bit. I'm like, man, how do you do that? Usually there's something. We go out and punch out 10 or 11 against 3 really good Big 12 teams, and any of those 3 teams could be here today. And I think they just really kept grinding and kept persevering, and they really believed a lot in each other. And now they think they believe they can, and so it's been fun to watch.
Skip, I'd like to follow up about the pitchers and how you, as the pitching coach, how you started the season with this is your rotation, and here we are at the College World Series, and this is your rotation. It's completely different, 3 different guys. And then the bullpen as well. These guys were in the bullpen, now they're starters, or these guys were going to be backups as freshmen, and now they're starters. How do you get those guys' mentality to embrace those kinds of changes and be successful at what they do?
Number one, they have to be selfless, and you got to communicate with them to be just take it one pitch at a time. You got to tell them this is where you can help our program. This is where you can help our team win that game. As coaches, we always say nobody knows at the beginning of the year who's going to get the most important hit, who's going to have the most important at bat, who's going to throw the most important pitch, or have the most important strikeout. Nobody knows that. We always talk about that. And it comes right here, front and circle. I mean, Cord, we've been starting on Sunday. Xander was in the bullpen. We put him starting. Nick was behind. We actually were going to start him on Tuesdays. And then we started him late. We had him out of the bullpen. Move LJ. We thought LJ got a little tired, gave him a little bit of break, and started throwing him out of the bullpen. And he's been really good out of the bullpen. As far as Bowden and Bixby and Jones and Cleveland, what Cleveland did at the Super Regional, I mean, that guy went through that lineup like 3 times in 2 different nights back to back. I mean, those guys are pretty good. And so he's like the unsung hero, really, when you go back and look at it. But I think they don't care who gets the credit, John. I mean, you can do amazing things when you don't care who gets the credit. We talk about it, but everybody wants the credit, I mean, really, it's about the players. It's not about Skip Johnson. It's not about Reggie Willits. It's not about any of our coaches. It's about the players and what they've done, and that's been the exciting thing. I've been really pleased with that as much as anything. I know I can. Whatever happens on Saturday, it happens. Whatever happens on the next day, whatever happens, it doesn't matter to me. Just go out and play, give us your best, and that's all we can ask for. We can't ask for them to be somebody else.
Noah Bieniek, 11.7. Coach, stemming off of the pitching questions, the battery mate. I mean, last year, Easton Carmichael, one of, if not your best sticks in the lineup. And then this year, Dayton LaChance has kind of picked up right where Carmichael left off. I think some programs would dream of a smooth transition, at least offensively, at the catcher position. Can you just talk a little bit about LaChance's impact on this year's lineup?
Well, we knew going into this year with Brock, he was a catcher, and he was a first-team All-American. Coach Butler went out and found him, and LaChance played for my son at McLennan Junior College, where Jimmy Crooks played as well. We knew that LaChance was going to be a good player. We knew that he was going to be coached the right way, and so getting him the transition. Easton Carmichael was a great player, and I mean, he's going to end up playing the big leagues. He's a great kid, great person, great leader, great player. And LaChance is kind of like the same thing. He's like a Jimmy Crooks, but right-handed. He has fun. He's a baseball player. When I called him this summer, I said, "Hey, Dayton, what's going on?" It was right after the draft. I was kind of worried about him drafted because he hit 21 or 22 homers and had 106 RBIs in junior college. I mean, I was a junior college coach for 16 years, and I mean, I had a guy hit 30 home runs, but not 106 RBIs. That's crazy. But he goes, "Yeah, Coach, I've been playing in the men's league. I've been playing shortstop." I'm like, "What? Shortstop?" He loves to play baseball. I mean, he imitates old catchers like Gary Carter and Charlie O'Brien. It's just fun. He's just fun to be around because he's a baseball guy. And Brennan Brock is uber athletic. I mean, he runs a 6'4". He hits with power. He can play outfield. LaChance can play first base. It's just been fun to watch that catching position evolve as we go through. When Taki was scuffing a little bit, LaChance was playing first, and it was really fun to watch.
Take one more from you, Noah.
Noah Bieniek, 11.7. Coach, I can't believe we've gone through like a press conference and not mentioned the chaos style of offense for you guys. It may be because maybe people are watching the recent play of the offense and they've seen that they've found a power stroke. Can you talk about overall the way the offense has been swinging it lately and what has changed recently, and what do you plan on thinking is going to be the strength of this offense in the Charles Schwab Field out here?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how the power surge. We hit, we practice. They continue to practice. It's not it's not a difference in our offense or what we do. We're still going to do what we do offensively. That's what we practice all the time. Maybe they're getting on time a little bit better. Maybe they're getting confident. I mean, I can remember this, and I know this, and I can only describe it in one way. I had a young man that was 88 to 90 miles an hour, and all of a sudden he learned how to throw a curveball. The next outing, he's 95 to 97, and it's confidence. It's the thing that you search for in baseball. It's the thing that we talk about a lot, is trying to get confidence and hold confidence. And, they're confident. The chaos style of baseball is only a deal where we're not afraid to make a mistake. It happens. The game's not perfect, and really that's kind of how we go about our business. We're going to try to run. We're going to bunt. We're going to hit. We hit home runs now. I mean, who knows? I mean, the bats, the balls. I could go in a whole conversation about the bats and the balls and exit velocities and stuff like that. That's a whole nother time, believe me. But it's been fun to watch. It's really what kind of college baseball is getting to. Is I'll never forget this. We're in Nashville, and we're playing the Sunday game. I get on the elevator, and there's a father and a daughter, and they go, hey, Coach, we really liked the game last night. And I'm like, man, it was 13 to 10. How'd they like the game? I mean, I'm like 2-1 or 5-2, 13 to 10. Like, I'm like, and they paid $44 each to get in the game. I'm like, 13 to 10. I was like, that's what our world wants to see, home runs. They want to see somebody jump up and down. Maybe we can bring the hit by pitch and the fighting like hockey. I mean, I don't know. I mean, bring something different to it. I really love where college baseball is. I can tell you that. They play with passion. That's the unknown thing that people don't realize when you see the fire that from the fans. They play with a passion. You can hear it. You can feel it. And once you can feel something on a baseball field by watching them play, and they play with that kind of passion, you knew, like when watching Pete Rose throw the ball down or watching him run on base on balls. I mean, that was what it was. Or Fernandez pitched when he pumped his fist when he struck a guy out. You can feel what he feels on the game, and that's fun to watch.
Okay, that's all the time we have, and we'll conclude our press conference. Coach, we